Xin chào quý trưởng và các em. I'm Vincent here again. And we've all heard the saying, there's no I in team. And there's no place where that's more true than during our week-to-week activities at TNTT. Today I hope to teach you all about what goes into being a đội, or a team, and how we use these formations to better ourselves as individuals. We're all in this together, so what's gonna work? Teamwork. Welcome back to another episode of Lavang 101. Now, our Đoàn may be more familiar with the term groups, but in this video, I will be using the word team. Just know they are one and the same. Anyways, teams are a fundamental way of how we do things in TNTT. A typical team consists of 7 to 12 team members and is led by a Đội Trưởng, or team leader, and is helped by a Đội Phó, or team assistant leader. Everyone else is referred to as Đội Viên, or team members. So why do we make you guys line up in these specific teams every week? These teams are used in many different ways, but the most obvious is to stay organized during different activities, including the pop, or the meetup before or after sinh hoạt, during lễ chào cờ, or the flag ceremony, or while learning, playing different games, or doing other activities. According to the VEYM curriculum, there are 4 benefits to splitting các em into teams. The first one, as stated before, is that it's good for educational purposes in all environments or circumstances. Every kid is different, so catering to their each and every need is very difficult, but with the team structure, các em are able to help out and learn from one another. The second benefit is teaching a sense of responsibility. Team members may be assigned different responsibilities based on their skill sets. I love to see a group that knows they have someone who is really good at Morse, or semaphore, or solving Mapu, or being really creative. Step up and take charge, making the group look better in the process. The third benefit is competition. Healthy competition is a vital part in learning and growing. No one likes to lose, so in theory, teams would want to work harder to not be inferior to the other teams around them. In doing so, they will study harder or play harder, all while unaware that they are learning more in the process. And the last benefit is growth. With everyone helping each other grow in faith and knowledge within their teams, encouraging each other and taking responsibilities when needed. Not only does the team grow, but the ngành and the Đoàn will grow as well. And the individuals themselves will be better for it. In our Đoàn, các em will be put into a few different teams throughout the year. The team you will be most familiar with is your Đội ngành, or team within your ngành, whether it be O, Thiếu, Nghĩa, or Hip. These teams are the ones you will be lining up with at the start of every Sunday and during your activities within that day. Team leaders and team assistant leaders, or Đội Trưởng Đội Phó, of these teams are distinguishable by the number of stripes on their khăn. A Đội Trưởng has 2 stripes on their khăn. A Đội Phó has 1 stripe, and a Đội Viên has no stripes. Teams for camp are a little bit different. For camp in our Đoàn, all các em attending are split into 4 teams. These teams are much larger than your typical ngành team, ranging from 10 to 18 members, depending on how many kids sign up. These larger teams make it easier for các em to do bigger or more difficult activities, but they may also be harder to manage than a normal ngành team, teaching those leading more responsibility. These teams are also different from ngành teams in that they include members from all 4 ngành and are led by a nghĩa sĩ, Đội Trưởng, and Đội Phó. Similarly, around June, during our anniversary on Lavang Thánh, we will have a picnic at the park. Those that come to the park will also be put into teams similar to camp and are led by các em hiệp sĩ. In these teams, các em will compete in many different games and activities. Many will agree that by the end of a camp or a retreat, your teams or your groups will have become like a family. You may bicker and have your disagreements, but at the end of the day, you all have the same goal, and by working together, you help each other grow in faith. Now, whether it be within your ngành, during the Bổn picnic, or at Đoàn camp, your team will always have a team name and response to distinguish itself from other teams. These saint names or holy locations in the Bible will become the patron saint of your group, and what your team will be referred to as during lessons and activities. A lot of things are centered around this team name. For example, when making chants and keeping up the spirit. A team name is always paired up with a group response, which is usually a 2-syllable Vietnamese word that corresponds to the lives, actions, or teachings of your saint. For example, Saint Therese of Lisieux lived a life doing small, simple acts of sacrifice for others. Therese in Vietnamese is Teresa, and simple in Vietnamese is Đơn Sơ. Therefore, when the team leader commands the name Teresa, all will respond with Đơn Sơ. Well, that wraps it up, team. So what has been your favorite team that you have been in? Whether it be in your nine, at the Bomang picnic, or at camp. We'd love to hear your stories. As always, thank you for watching and learning with us. Let's continue to help each other grow closer to Christ. And we'll catch you next time on Lavang 101. Peace out.